This trade is going to be about fixing that poor high that you can see at the top of those levels there. We had this big move up. They're defending the 700. So to me, the next obvious level would be this 711, 710. The 711 is that thick pink line. I know there's a value or a weekly value area level there. And I know that they like the 720, where they keep ending the session towards the top here. We had swept the overnight low. We made it all the way through, and now we took out the overnight high. And I just thought there was a chance that they wouldn't want to leave that poor high, which is where the levels are either even or within one tick. If it looked like that I period high, I wouldn't count that as the poor high. So it's the GH that I'm looking at for the poor high. And then I just, coordinate that with the fact that we're right at that 720. I thought they'd want to look just above there to make sure that the auction was kind of done. And as we pulled back into this 710 level, so to me, that was kind of the next step up level that they would defend the way they defended that 700. Normally, I would add contracts to this as we come back over that 711, but I was in most of this move to the upside, and I just thought this would be a good opportunity to demonstrate one of these poor high fixes. You'll see as we pop over that 711, that's where I would add contracts. But with this one and that move being so large, you can see how big that move is. That wasn't even all of it. There's a chance with these poor highs, that's exhaustion, where it's kind of over with. So right in here, I would have, when it come over the top of there, I would have normally added contracts. And then you can see I'm taking it before I get to fix the poor high. So the fixing of the poor high would be clearing out that GH high and kind of spiking up into that higher, that's a weekly VA level at the 721 there. So it'd be kind of just basically all you got to do is get over the top of that G and H and make it to where it's not even at the top. So with one contract, I'm going to take it within that movement. I don't necessarily need to see the complete movement. If I had more contracts, yeah, I would, I might take some here within this movement, and then I might hold one to get to just for the cleaning if it looks, like it's strong and it's really making its way there. Or if I thought there was a chance of continuing, if I thought we were going to 750 or something like that, and that there's a good chance of pushing right through here, I might hold more than one, maybe take one or two here and then hold the rest. But because I kind of felt like the move was over, once we swept the overnight low and now we've hit the overnight high, to me, that major move is over. And all I wanted to do was fix this. So that takes up my order there. And like I said, if I would have had more, then I would move the stop up and kind of work these orders trying to get higher. Right after this, it spikes up and takes out that G high. So like I said, I wasn't trying to actually, in this one, I wasn't, waiting for that fix. If you want to see more of these trades, hit that subscribe button, maybe throw me a like or two. You can also hit the Telegram link in the description of the video, and that'll take you to our Telegram channel where we go over kind of the structure and we talk about what direction the market's moving, and we do all that live. We're not going to do signals and things like that, but we do talk about structure and how things seem to be developing.